that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now this time, Brady will throw. And look at this. They get the he's got daylight. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good.
As we prepared for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on two-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on two-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Play clock winding down. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They start on the ground here with Blum. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Again, here's Blunt. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Well, they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. It's caught outright, Amendola. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This is taken around the 12. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So the Broncos coming out now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
So much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Second and 10 now. It's Lynch. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it.
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
They send Thomas out to the right by himself. Now it's Lynch. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
In the backfield is Anderson. He's going to get the football. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Second down, and the offense needing 5 yards. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Again, Anderson. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. He'll look to throw. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Now a run with Anderson. And they'll get him down. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. 2 Patriots there to bring him down. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Screen play, Anderson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's 1st and goal. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolt.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. And Charles, I think...